everybody, it's Mel. I am so excited to be announcing for you today a new book club. This book club will be a quarterly book club run by myself. The name of the book club is the Fiends book club, of course. Generally, I want to have a chilled out time. So that's why I'm making it a quarterly book club. I know there are loads of book clubs and read-alongs and all sorts of things that happen on a monthly basis, and it makes it really hard to join in everything. So for that reason, this is going to be run quarterly. I am starting with the second quarter of this year, 2025, and yeah, every 3 months, we are going to read a book at some point in those 3 months. We'll have a live show at the end of the 3-month period on my channel, and we can have a chat about the book. But we'll also have a Discord, which is linked down below, so that you can get all the information that you need about when the live stream is going to happen, and we can chat about it as we go along. So, if you would like to join my book club, obviously, I would love to have you. All the information, like I said, that you need is linked below. The Discord, where I'm going to post all the information and also, like I said, chat to you about the book as we read it, and just in general to build that sense of community, continue having chats and have a great time. So each quarter, the book club will choose from a selection of 4 books that I will have picked prior to that quarter. You will get to vote on which one we read, and we will then read the book that most people voted for. I'm going to have a theme each quarter just to make it a little bit more fun and interesting. So today I am going to give you the 4 books that you will then be able to choose from for us to read for the book club. You'll have 1 week, so from today, which is the 5th of April, to next week, which is the 12th of April, next Saturday. Well, 5th of April and 12th of April for me. It's probably a different day for some people, but whatever day it is, it'll be a week from now that you will get to pick. So please vote either by commenting on this video or by going over to the Discord, and there will be a voting channel that you can then vote for which book you would like to read. So like I said, each quarter there'll be a theme. I will pick 4 books, or we'll pick together 4 books that we think fits the theme that we can then read together and discuss at the live show. The live show will be at the end of each quarter, and at the live show going forward, so not this time but the rest of the times going forward, that is when the next book will be announced, and then of course I'll announce it on Discord as well. So if you can't make the live show, don't worry, you'll still be notified of what the next book is, and I will make sure that that information goes up both on my channel and in the Discord each subsequent quarter, so you have enough time to vote and all of that sort of thing. But for today, for this announcement, for this second quarter of the year, first quarter that we're doing the book club, I'm going to tell you what the books are, and then please comment either in the Discord or on this video, and I'll let you know in a week what book we're going to be reading. So the first quarter, we're going to go with new release. So it'll be a book that was released prior to April, because that gives us the chance, all of us the chance to get our hands on it. So I've selected 4 books that have been released recently, most of them in March, and we'll be reading that sometime. It's up to you when it fits in, but sometime over the next quarter. And at the end of June, and I will post exactly when in the Discord, but at the end of June we'll have a live show where we can talk about it, but of course we can talk about it as we go. So I'm going to put the image of the cover on screen and read you the Goodreads synopsis for each book so that you can get an idea of which one you might be interested in reading. So, first 4 books that are recent new releases that we will be reading potentially for the book club for the first quarter are Hymn to Dionysus by Natasha Pulley, a timely and timeless reimagining of the story of Dionysus, Greek god of ecstasy and madness, revelry and ruin, for readers of the Song of Achilles and Electra. Raised in a Greek legion, Phaedrus has been taught to fight for the homeland he's never seen and to follow his commander's orders at all costs. But when he rescues a baby from a fire at Thebes' palace, his commander's orders cease to make sense. Phaedrus is forced to abandon the blue-eyed boy at a temple and to keep the baby's existence a secret. Years later, after a strange encounter that led to the death of his battalion, Phaedrus has become a training master for young soldiers. He struggles with panic attacks and flashbacks, and he is not the only one. All around him, his fellow veterans are losing their minds. Phaedrus's risk of madness is not his only problem. His life has become entangled with Thebes' young crown prince, who wishes to escape the marriage his mother, the queen, has chosen for him. When the prince vanishes, Phaedrus is drawn into the search for him, a search that leads him to a blue-eyed witch named Dionysus, whose guidance is as wise as the events that surround him are strange. In Dionysus's company, Phaedrus witnesses sudden outbursts of riots and unrest, and everywhere Dionysus goes, rumors follow about a new god, one sired by Zeus but lost in a fire. In the Hymn to Dionysus, best-selling author Natasha Pulley transports us to an ancient empire on the edge of ruin to tell an utterly captivating story about a man needing a god to remind him how to be a human. So that was book number 1. Book number 2, This Book Will Bury Me by Ashley Winstead. It's the most famous crime in modern history, but only she knows the true story. After the unexpected death of her father, college student Jane Sharp longs for a distraction from her grief. She becomes obsessed with true crime, befriending armchair detectives who teach her how to hunt killers from afar. In this morbid internet underground, Jane finds friendship, purpose, and even glory. So when news of the shocking deaths of 3 college girls in Delphine, Idaho, takes the world by storm, and sleuths everywhere race to solve the crimes, Jane and her friends are determined to beat them, but the case turns out to be stranger than anyone expected. Details don't add up, the police are cagey, and there seems to be more media hype and internet theorising than actual evidence. When Jane and her sleuths take a step closer, they find that every answer only begs more questions. Something's not adding up, and they begin to suspect their killer may be smarter and more prolific than any they've faced before. Placing themselves in the centre of the story starts to feel more and more like walking into a trap. Then the third option is The River Has Roots by Amal El Motar. Follow the river Liss to the small town of Thistleford on the edge of Fairy and meet 2 sisters who cannot be separated, even in death. Oh, what is stranger than a death? 2 sisters singing with one breath. In the small town of Thistleford on the edge of Fairy dwells the mysterious Hawthorne family. There, they tend and harvest the enchanted willows and honour an ancient compact to sing to them, in thanks for their magic. None more devoutly than the family's latest daughters, Esther and Isabel, who cherish each other as much as they cherish the ancient trees. But when Esther rejects a forceful suitor in favour of a lover from the land of Fairy, not only the sisters' bond, but also their lives will be at risk. And the final option is Homegrown Magic by Jamie Pacton and Rebecca Podos. Jarl Klonek is the only scion of an obscenely wealthy banking family with its fingers in every pie in the realm. They're on the precipice of a predetermined life when they flee their own graduation party, galloping away in search of, well, they're not sure, but maybe the chance to feel like life can be a grand adventure. Margot Greenwillow, talented plant witch, tea lover, and greenhouse owner, has never felt further from adventure in her life. She's been desperately trying to keep what remains of her family's magic remedies business afloat. So when her childhood friend and former crush, Yale, rides back into her life, she's shocked. But perhaps this could be a good thing. After all, Margot could use an assistant in the greenhouses. Yale has no experience or, honestly, practical skills, but they're delighted to accept. They can lay low for a while, flirting with Margot while they figure out what to do next. Meanwhile, Margot has plans of her own, but plans are notoriously unreliable things, unlikely to survive a swiftly blooming mutual attraction, not to mention the machinations of parents determined to get their heir back, no matter the cost. Those are the 4 new release options for quarter number 1. Like I said, keep an eye on this channel and also the Discord so that you can find out when the live show for this first quarter will be. It'll be sometime at the end of June, but when exactly, keep your eye out. Please vote down below in the comments or over on the Discord to let me know which book you'd prefer to read, and we will go with the majority. And yeah, I'm excited to have this book club going, and I'm excited to see who joins. No pressure, you can dip in and out as much as you like. If something is interesting to you, please jump in. If not, please feel free not to read that month or quarter. It's entirely up to you, but I'm really excited to have you all here, and I hope that you will join me. So yeah, that's everything that I wanted to talk to you about today. Please comment any thoughts that you have, especially if you're intending on reading with me. And yeah, that's it from me today. Thank you so much for joining me. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I really hope you're going to join me. If you'd like to leave me a comment but you don't know what, then leave me a thumbs up emoji because I'm excited to get going. And yeah, like I said, thank you so much for joining me today. If you did enjoy this video, I would absolutely love it if you would subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. And yeah, like I said, thank you so much for joining me today. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time.